Hi everyone, you're on Life in Colors 55 and today I'm doing a haul. So I mentioned in my previous video that I only had one blush and so I asked for recommendations, and since coral is very fashionable right now, I thought it would be a good start to branch out from the dusty pink that I have and go for coral. So I got peaches. Sorry, I'm distracted by my cat. I have two actually. I got peaches. The reason I got peaches is first off because it's matte. Because I'm not entirely sure about being glittery on your face. I prefer matte stuff usually. And peaches is a really beautiful coral color, and it has absolutely no glitter whatsoever. And it's a sheer tone blush. So we'll see how that goes. And if you want a swatch, here you go. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks really good. Alright, so the second thing I got is paint pot. I think I've been a little bit obsessed with paint pots. Just because I think there's such a practical way to put color on your eyes. You know, eyeshadows, you have to have like a brush and you have to mess around until it looks perfect. But the paint pot, really cute. You can slap it on and it looks good no matter what you do. I use my fingers to apply them, and I think it's also, you know, like a more, I don't know, practical way to put on stuff on your eyes. I have been using light ones as base with a little bit of shimmer, so that it you know, brings the color out of your powder eyeshadow. But I found out recently, looking actually at a tutorial by Goss Make Up Artist, who's an awesome, really cool guy on YouTube, and he does really good tutorials. And what he said is that when you have hooded eyes, which is what I have, basically you're supposed to put a little bit of a darker color all over your eyelid, so that it makes the eyelid recede. And so I didn't know this, so I had been using really light colors, when in fact I should be using a little something like a mid-tone brown and then a dark brown to create the false impression of a bigger crease than I actually have. And so what I've done is I've taken Constructivist, which is right here, as a base, because I also got inspired. Sorry about that. Those are my cats expressing themselves. So yes, I got inspired by also a video by Tiffany D, where she was explaining, using I think Blacktrack, how to do a black base and then put on top something very light like All That Glitters, and it just made the shadow all the more deep and interesting. And so I figured I could probably do this with Constructivist and use it as a base, which would be you know, like a dark brown base, and then above it something a little lighter to just you know, create that mid-tone brown on my eyelid, and then something darker in the outer crease. So I'm excited to try. I also got the darker crease color that I need, and that's Embark. And I learned something really cool from the makeup artist at MAC. I thought, you know, looking at the Goss Make Up Artist videos and the tutorials and for hooded lids, that basically I was supposed to go into the outer crease, and with the normal brush that you use for the crease, I think is the 222, I thought I was supposed to create a deeper color here. But really what the makeup artist did at MAC is she took a 224, which I usually use exclusively for blending. I never put color on it. She dipped it in color, in the dark color, and she told me to open my eyes, which I never do when I put on the outer crease stuff, and she actually applied it like this. And so basically what it does is it creates a much wider application of the shadow, and it also does the outer crease while your eye is open. And that was like enlightening. So this morning I tried it, and it's actually way better than using the 222, which is too small and which I tended to use with my eye closed. And this is really cool. I'm really glad I learned this tip, so I'm passing it on to you. Alright, I also got a lipstick product. What I'm like desperately looking for my lips with better color. That's Lulu. Oh, Lulu. Oh, can you smell? She's just having her crazy moment today. So where was I? Lip products. I've been looking for years. I'm still looking for my lips with better color. And what I mean by that is my interpretation of it is basically I'm looking for a pink color that's sort of like a berry tone, and I don't want it to have shimmer because my lips don't have shimmer usually. And so basically what I'm looking for is sort of like a I don't know, like lustrous, I was gonna say, but maybe not lustrous. Okay, my cats are just like running one after the other and like, you know, zooming across the room. You can't see it, but once it's like the small one running after the big one, and the next time it's the big one running after the small one. But anyway, so lips, yes, I'm looking for a berry colored lip product that has no shimmer, but basically gives hydrated look to the lip without adding too much color. And I'm not too fond of glosses. I think I don't know, they make your lips look wet, but what I want is just for them to look normal but hydrated. And so I heard a lot of good things about luster lips, I think they're called. I can't remember. Those lipsticks that MAC does that are long and thin. And I got the one, oh, it's called the Slim Shine, sorry. So I heard a lot of things about the Slim Shine lipsticks, and I thought I'd check it out. And I got Pleasing, which is pleasing. It's a berry color, and it's a very light pink, and it looks like this. I don't know if you can actually see this. Let me show it to you in the tube. And I think it looks very good, and I'm pretty excited to try it. Alright, and the last thing I got were samples. Because I'm currently looking for a tinted moisturizer, and I didn't really want to buy something and then regret it, or it be the wrong color or the wrong texture, because at the moment I have you know, really dry skin, and so I can't, you know, like wing it. So I figured I was going to go to every brand that, you know, does tinted moisturizers and get samples. And so that way I can try them for like a day or two and see if they work out on my skin. And hopefully I'll get a good one, and I'll definitely record a video about the whole process and give you the rundown on what I thought about each product, so that then if you're looking for a tinted moisturizer, you can benefit from this long and painful process that I've been going through. So 2 samples from MAC's Tinted Moisturizer, which I'm really excited to try. And I think that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see, you know, other stuff, suggestions, if you have ideas of what I could record, let me know. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, bye!